Hafa todos hamzu. Guau si Carl T.C. Gutierrez, former governor of Guam, now serving as the president and CEO of the Guam Visitors Bureau. We are so proud to be a legacy donor for the House of Chamorros and to also celebrate Mes CHamoru with you. We are also excited that the House of Chamorros is nearing its completion. The distance between us and this unfortunate pandemic has kept many of us apart from our loved ones both in Guam and in California. But we are brought closer together by our 4,000-year-old culture within this guma. GVB support the guma's mission to provide cultural knowledge of our indigenous people of the Marianas and to share our diversity with the trust, understanding, thoughtfulness, and hospitality that our people are known for. For those of you wanting to reconnect with your culture or wanting to learn something new about the Marianas, this guma is a perfect bridge for you. I encourage you to give back and donate your time to perpetuate the Chamorro culture in your everyday life. Practice instilling the traditional values that have been passed down for generations like respeto, maningi, mamalo, chinsuli, and inafamoli. Showcase that Hafa spirit and share your love of the Marianas with everyone. Unsendang kulo na si Diyos maasi.
Hafa Day. My name is Ralph De Longero Torres, Governor of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands. On behalf of the people of the Northern Mariana Islands, we would like to offer our warmest congratulations to all the House of Chamorro board members, directors, and all the hardworking people who made this vision a reality. We're very proud of this beautiful symbol of our Chamorro culture, which represents us in the other side of the world. Our culture can now be shared with millions of people who pass through Balboa Park and will be able to showcase the best of who we are through music, arts, dance, crafts, food, and language, just to mention a few. The House of Chamorros will continue to bring together our brothers and sisters far from home and let them come to a familiar place and experience once again familiar sights and sounds of our islands. It will also allow those Chamorros that have never been to our mother islands a glimpse into where they came from and the ability to connect stories and legends they've heard through presentations, lessons, and artifacts that make their way to San Diego. On another continent, there will be a symbol of the Chamorro people and most importantly, a symbol of our best trait, the respect and love for all. Irrespeto za ninguém. The world has become a global village with many countries developing a multicultural environment. The House will preserve and carry forward our culture to greater heights by letting the world know of our traditions and our location and who we are. It is a great honor for the CNMI to be part of this project, and we appreciate the synchronized efforts of all those who worked in getting this accomplished. Congratulations, and we look forward to visiting and taking part in the preservation and promotion of our culture. Hafa Day Tatlo. Donkulustin na hundru na babigay gipogo gimenan mizu babikwentusi hamzu. Gikuturata tazamos da hululu ki respeto guinaiza dan inafamolik. Obligasyonta para ta protehi esti na kuturata. Special para famagunta muna. Masya quanto años, masya monuni mangaigit. Importante na pata praktika el lenguaje dan kuturata. Para todos hamzu. Buenas talo. Zamala za tafambani dosu ni kuturata. Kuturan Chamorro.
Is the only way to escape from reality. neon shine. A mellow groove just ease my mind. It takes me back, ooh, takes me back, takes me back to the island I love so dear, where the palm trees sway around the year. Well, the place that I call home, well, the place where I belong. It takes me back, ooh, takes me back.
I'm Lou Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam, and I want to congratulate the board members of the House of Chamorro for the vision, the creation, and the completion of the House of Chamorro here in Balboa Park, San Diego. Though 6,000 miles from our home in Guam, I am confident that the House of Chamorro will showcase the best of our indigenous people here in Micronesia, including our culture, our heritage, and our language. To the board, Sizus Masi, for being ambassadors for our islands, and through the House of Chamorro, raising awareness and educating the thousands of visitors who come through your doors. I also want to congratulate and thank the All-Island Class of 1968, which includes George Washington High School, John F. Kennedy High School, Father Duenas Memorial School, Vocational Technical High School, and my beloved alma mater, Academy for Lady of Guam. Through our collective efforts, we raised funds for the build of the House of Chamorro. May this effort be part of the legacy that we have laid the foundation for more cultural opportunities to not just our Chamorro people living abroad, but for the broader community who may not have ever heard of our Pacific people. For Chamorros visiting the House of Chamorro, may the offerings remind you of home and ease your feelings of homesickness. May you be inspired to continue sharing our Chamorro values. Viva House of Chamorro and Viva Guam!
Today, I'm Phil Flores, and my prima Lillian asked us to put together some type of video here from Guam, and congratulations on the Chamorro House in San Diego. We were happy to be able to be part of it. I want to talk a little bit about Bank Pacific. We used to be Guam Savings. It was started by my grandfather, Governor Joseph Flores, in 1954, and he also owned the newspaper at that time. So, of course, it was the headlines in the newspaper the next day. And our first customer was Governor Skinner. We opened up the account. And we have several other things here. We have pictures of our directors. You will know some of them. Let's see if we can get some of them in on film. I'm sure just about everybody watching this has a relative up here. But there's my grandfather, there's Pete Parris, Frank Parris, Ken Ariola, who just retired recently. He was on our board for over 50 years. He retired from the law practice last month. He turned 95 last December. There's Governor Paul Calvo, his father Jake Calvo, Felix Guerrero, Felix Camacho. They were pioneers of entrepreneurship in Guam. And they were among my grandfather's gang, I'll put it that way. And they did a lot of things together. This building, my grandfather built, started in 1966, February 6, 1966. So we've been in here for a long time. We did a mass remodeling or renovation about 6-7 years ago. And by chance, it just finished at the same time as our 60th anniversary. So it became our theme for that 60th anniversary. While I'm struggling, our economy's not doing the best because of COVID, but our cases are way, way, way down. There's been a lot of vaccinations. I've got my 2 shots. I got Pfizer. I think they tested over 500 people the other day. Only 2 were positive. So our hospital, I think we only have 1 person through COVID in the hospital right now, whereas before we would have 55, 60. So it's been a great deal, a turnaround. And in this video, we also have a caption that we've adopted, and we make it out of COVID. It's a picture, and we'll get it on video. It's a picture of in the canoes, Tuman Bay, And we took COVID as an acronym. Coming out victoriously is destined. So, adios. When you get back to Guam to visit, drop on by. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks.
Hafa Day. My name is Kathy Calvo, and I am the president of Payless Markets and the proud daughter of Paul McDonald and Rosa Baza Calvo of Mighty Guam, who have long held beliefs about the preservation and perpetuation of our Chamorro culture, her people, and the land. A few years ago, we were approached by very good and dear friends, Loling Cepeda and the late Joey Cepeda. They shared with us their passion about this wonderful project, the House of Chamorros in Balboa Park. Today, we are very proud and happy that the project has been completed and the legacy of Joey Cepeda can be imprinted into this beautiful House of Chamorros, a place of Inafamaulik, a place where everyone can meet and share in the beautiful Chamorro culture and a place of gathering. This is something that our family has always believed in, and I'm excited to one day visit and meet all of you. On behalf of the Paul and Rosa B. Calvo family, Danklu Nasizu Usma Asi, congratulations and thank you.
Buenas and Hafa Day. My name is Doris Flores Lujan, former mayor of Inalahan. It is indeed an honor and privilege to proclaim that Inalahan fully supports the House of Chamorros. Dr. Judy Flores and her daughter, Sandra, met with me and my Municipal Planning Council in 2017, asking for support towards their goal of realizing the House of Chamorros in San Diego. They were both very excited to have a permanent space where our Chamorro culture, our indigenous history, and our traditions can be perpetuated to our diaspora, most especially in California, where the largest population of Chamorros live outside of our beautiful island of Guam. On behalf of the community of Inalahan, we supported and approved a donation of $5,000. Today, our village continues to carry the indigenous spirit, language, and culture, and this is our way of giving back to the community that would help preserve the heritage of our Chamorro traditions overseas. As daughters of Inalahan, I, Dr. Flores, and her daughter Sandy, grew up surrounded by a culturally rich and loving community that has shaped our identity and pride and made us strong women, a perfect example that the matrilineal society of the Chamorro people still is practiced today. I am truly blessed and grateful that the people of Inalahan gave me the confidence and opportunity to be their first female mayor, serving 2 terms from 2013 to 2020. To the House of Chamorros Board of Directors and all who passed through this space, we congratulate you and we look forward to touring the House of Chamorros cottage one day. We are proud to be part of this event. Biba Chamorro, Biba Inalahan, and Biba Guam. Saina Maasi, Doris Flores Lujan.
Hafa Day to our fellow Chamorros in San Diego and to all those who have joined the House of Chamorros organization today in celebrating Mes CHamoru. I'm Jesse Gogui from the village of Ordet, and I'm currently the mayor of the municipality of Salampago Ordet, and we are a proud contributor to the club's House of Chamorros project. During the past year, we have felt the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and its effect on every corner of our communities and our economy. However, through these challenging times and through their tireless efforts, the club has successfully navigated through the groundbreaking for the construction of our guma, our house, in Balboa Park. And proving their resiliency, I believe they have also appropriately set this year's theme of Chenchuli, a gift to help offset costs, Geftal, generosity and unselfishness, and Inafamaulik, restoring harmony, which is representative of all of you here today. You have exemplified this year's theme, through your partnership with the House of Chamorros, and I sincerely thank each of you for your contributions and support. So on behalf of my community, I extend my congratulations to all of you for your kindness and your generosity, and most especially my congratulations to the House of Chamorros Club, and my best wishes for your continuing success. Please know that we will continue to work with you towards the dream of perpetuating our history, culture, traditions, and our people. Viva the House of Chamorros, Viva Chamorros, and Viva Isla Marianas.
Buenas and Hafa day to all our friends and family and guests out there in sunny San Diego. On behalf of the Bank of Guam board, management, and staff, I just want to extend a heartfelt congratulations on the opening and completion of the House of Chamorros. I'm so proud and honored to be able to be a part of this and to be able to be a part of sharing the Chamorro culture and extremely rich heritage and history of our island with the people of the world. So again, on behalf of the Bank of Guam, on behalf of our board of directors, management, and staff, congratulations, well done, and Viva House of Chamorros.
Hafa day to my fellow Chamorros and Guamanians who are joining us here today. It's really exciting to stop and think just how far we've come in this huge endeavor to build the House of Chamorros. Sure, construction has yet to be completed, but who says we cannot have this pre-party, right? This is the pre-party today to celebrate what we've accomplished so far, and I'm very honored to have been asked to be part of today's event. When I left Guam several years ago, I made Southern California my home to pursue my career in broadcasting and meteorology. And I have a special fondness for San Diego because this is where I've lived for about 15 or so years. And I have a special fondness for the Chamorros here who were here before me and who continue to come here because they contribute to keeping our culture and our traditions alive. And here we go soon, the House of Chamorros, yet another way that we'll be able to highlight our people and our island. I used to cover a lot of stories related to the Chamorro community here and also the Pacific Islander community in general. So it's really nice to see that our Chamorro people still come together and are still very proud people, and people outside of our communities absolutely recognize that. This is Balboa Park. I used to live not very far from here, and I would stroll through the cottages and bring friends and family when they would visit, and I used to always think, wouldn't it be nice to have a House of Guam? And here we are, we're getting close to being able to officially say that. This is the House of Puerto Rico, the United Nations House just down there from there, and then the House of Iran, and then behind the fence here is where they're building some of the cottages. Of course, all of this would not be possible if it wasn't for all the hard workers behind the scenes, the visionaries, the Chamorro Optimists Club of San Diego, who not only had the idea, but then took the steps to get this project going. And then the legacy committee of members and volunteers who mobilized to get the word out about this project and to inspire and motivate all the donors who gave Tinsuli for this project. And of course, a big thank you to those donors, especially our Magalahi donors. By the way, they still could use some Tinsuli, so keep it coming. Munga Mamalo, send that money in, big or small, because we have to get this project completed. The pandemic delayed things, and then once the house is done, we need to decorate. So send in your money. And then come and visit San Diego because this is going to be a source of pride for generations to come. So once again, congratulations to all the organizers who spent countless hours to start this project and who continue to see it to the end. We are forever grateful for you for doing this, and we love you. And we look forward to that huge fiesta when we finally get our house built. The House of Chamorros, Viva!
Buenas and Hafa day. Many of God's blessings and greetings from Guam. My name is Tina Rose Munya Barnes. I am the Vice Speaker of the 36th Guam Legislature. And back in the 33rd Guam Legislature, I had successfully allocated some seed money for the House of Chamorros through Public Law 33-185. I had done so because I know that our people have a rich history, one that needs to be preserved for our future generations. With the Chamorro diaspora spread all over the United States mainland and the visitors from all corners of the world that flock to Balboa Park, the House of Chamorros will be a testament for all to learn about our Chamorro people. While we have made progress to make the vision a reality, I hope I can count on your support so that we can cross the finish line. please visit us at www.houseofchamorros.org to see how you can pitch in to help us and help share our story for our people. Undunkle na si Zeus Masi, si Zeus on binidisi Hamzul Todos. Sainamasi.
Hafa Day. I am John Taitano, and my wife Sarah Chardo of Taitano are here, and we're Balboa Chamorros. We have been blessed with 4 wonderful sons. Our children are our legacy, and we should love and support them unconditionally. My son John Ray owns the Health Consultants of the Pacific. His wife Stephanie Flores Taitano is a teacher, and they have 2 daughters, Selena Ava and Sarah Maria. My son Jason is a psychiatric social worker, and his wife, Jeremy Lloyd Taitano, is a registered nurse, and they both work at Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness. Their sons, Asher John Taitano and Aiden Taffy. My son Jonathan lives in Las Vegas with his family, where he's practicing internal medicine, and my son John Robert is on active duty with the United States Air Force. My wife and I have been blessed in that our education was funded by the Government of Guam. We were able to obtain our bachelor's degree at the University of Guam, and all our children were alumni of the University of Guam. We have been blessed by God with wonderful parents who taught us the value of education, humility, and encouraged us to pursue our dreams. My father, Francisco Salas Taitano, from Cueto, retired from the U.S. Navy as a ship serviceman, E7. My mother, Virginia Tenorio Guerrero Taitano, from Corincho, was a nurse midwife who delivered many of my first cousins and others at their homes. Sarah?
My dad is Cesar Nicholas Chargala, and my mom is Carmen Camacho Babalta Chargala. My dad finished 6th grade, and he was a member of the Guam militia. Then he became a policeman afterwards. And my mom had to quit 4th grade to help her mom with raise the children at their house. And I am a elementary school teacher, and I'm proud to be a part of the bilingual program that was started on Guam in the 70s. And I'm a school teacher in Santa Rita and Agate.
We owe a debt of gratitude to the people of Guam who supported our education and allowed me to practice medicine in Guam for over 40 years at the Doctor's Clinic and still practicing up to this day. The Doctor's Clinic is a wonderful story of how 3 sons of Guam returned after their education to contribute and help our island home. Dr. Vincent A. Paris, the late Dr. Walter Chris Paris, and myself. Thank you to the House of Chamorro for allowing us this opportunity to support this worthwhile endeavor and to promote the culture, tradition, rich history of our Chamorro people. Viva Chamorro, Viva Guam.